And a good Saturday to you guys. Hello, everybody. So today I'm actually streaming from my standing desk. Well, I'm always streaming from my standing desk, but I'm standing this time. So you see me at a slightly different angle today. And also I've got a little kitty right there. Hello. Look at her. She also wants to be a protagonist. Hello, Kida. She great. How is everybody doing? I see there's maybe someone in chat already. How are you doing, my friends? How are you indeed? What's the plan for... Hello, Kida. Did you want to be a protagonist today? How are you doing? So, what's the plan for today? The plan for today is we'll stream for about 3 hours. I think we'll finish at around 6 p.m. my time, so 7 p.m. Central Europe time. I have a few plans. I would like to keep going a little bit with Pong. And then after Pong, we might... I think I can finish Pong, actually. I've got a few adjustments that I want to make on the tutorial and whatnot, and we'll probably watch it together, like the little bits that I wanted to do. Especially like the ball physics and... the paddle, how the paddle moves and whatnot. Also, how the paddle is designed. I want to do a few adjustments. And once we've done that, we will probably get to Terraria. Do a little bit of Terraria, because why the hell not? I've been working on that Terraria video that is definitely coming out in a few weeks' time. And it's almost there. It's almost ready. I'm not that far from the end. And yeah, after we might play a little bit of Terraria right here on stream, just because Terraria is very fun and I absolutely love it. So while we wait for people to come in, let's just start switching. Let's go over here. No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, this is what I wanted. All right, yeah, we've got our little game development setup, so let's get started. I'm gonna start by opening our beautiful Godot. Then we have to go over here and 20 games challenge number 1, Pong. I know there's Slay the Spire, there's the reverse engineering of Slay the Spire. I'm very curious to see what that one looks like. And then probably become depressed because I will feel like I'm not able to do anything. But we'll get to that eventually, I suppose. So, where were we last time? So we were over here. So let me just become acquainted with this again. No main scene has ever been defined. Select one. Ah, yeah, no, well, of course. Do that. This is Pong. What the hell is going on to the... Ah, okay, there we go. I need it. Yeah, there you go. 800 by 600. There we go. Okay, yeah, we got the little ball there, and that already kind of loses, but... yeah, sure. It goes over there. Alright, yeah, okay. Alright, yeah. Okay, well, clearly we need to adjust the CPU a little bit, because look at that, we can just win anytime. Pong. We need to get a little better at that. So first of all, the thing that I'm going to do is for the paddles, I actually want to change this. This is a polygon 2D. I've seen another way of doing the paddles, which is using color rects. Very, very simple. Like we just do a color rect. I don't know how I did not think about this. And we'll just replace the polygon 2D pretty much entirely. We'll just put this one over here. And just, I need a little bit of snapping to the grid, to be honest. Yeah, that's not snapping where I want it to snap. Okay. And then the collision shape, we kind of want to, well, first of all, we put it over here. Okay, and the collision shape, we kind of want to have going along its full length. At the same time, I'm not sure, like, do I want the origin point to be there for the paddle? Probably do, but maybe actually I kind of wanted to move. Yeah, maybe I actually kind of wanted to move this way. So I'm going to do that. Move it this way instead. Going down. That might make sense, no? Well, no, not really. But these paddles look a lot better now, I guess. So that's a start, but let's do this way. Okay. Go back to the main scene. Okay, well that's not bad. For the player, we kind of want to snap along the grid a little bit. So maybe like this, that feels kind of centered. Yeah, it does. I think it does. And then the CPU, same thing. Like it needs to start somewhere where kind of centered somehow. Ah, yeah, look at that. I can even align it. That's beautiful. Just beautiful. But I think I can't exactly count all of the blocks that are like far away from each other, but there's like, I think the grid I should configure snap. Oh, there we go. That's the grid offset. Yeah, well, like I'd like to see it first. But okay, never mind. We'll just wait. Show helper, show guides, gizmos, review canvas. Nah. Just do it this way. That's okay. Okay, so we've got the paddles aligned, and for the divider, we have to do the kind of the same thing. We have to do the same thing, which is I will just get rid of the polygon 2D entirely, and I will do another color rect. Put it over there, and simply what we do is we scale it, make it very, very thin, and just make it go all the way like that. I don't know how big that needs to be, and that's what she said for sure. But then, okay, that's a little bit too big. That's also what she said. But if we do this way, then it's kind of centered, isn't it? We can do that. Okay, that seems to be symmetrical then now. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess, but still be a little bit more. So one and that. Okay, one more pixel each, then we're good. 1 and 2. Great, we got the I think it thinks it's very smart, but it actually isn't. Ah, okay, yeah, okay, that makes sense. It was me being stupid, actually. Now, 1. Here we go, we got it. We got the divider there, and we are absolutely fine. So we got the divider, but it's also still a little bit too thick. I think I can make it smaller even. Yeah, that's nice. That's okay. I like it. I think it works. And then let's see. Oh, it's not centered, is it? Also, why does it open with 746 by 560? Like, what is this weird? Okay, it is centered. Well, it seems to be centered. I would hope it is centered. Is it centered? It looks like it is. Yeah, looks like it is centered. Perfectly centered to the whole canvas and whatnot. You'll be alright. Okay, now the score. The score is a completely different story. We need a font. So for that one, we are going to go and grab a font. So the font. Although I do have some fonts in general, but like, let's find a good pixel font. Maybe a big thick pixel retro, something that's pixel but also retro. Retro pixel. That doesn't look very retro. I need let's see, pixel retro. Maybe it's just retro. Arcade, something arcade. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we're talking. This is a bit more like it. We got some arcade fonts here. I think it's either this or this. Probably more this. And I don't know why there's arcade symbols here, but download that when I use it. Arcade YA. And I can simply go in here and go into Godot. And we don't have a folder for assets, but we're going to create one now. Assets do. Assets. Okay. Then we're going to drag this one into assets. There we go. We got the font. Perfect. So now what we can do is, let's see. If I go in here, the player label and that one, I think they share the same label. Was smart enough to make it shared. But we will find out, I guess. So label settings, font, load, and we got that. Yeah, there you go. It's absolutely, I do not like that. Okay, let's just find another one. Pixel. Pixel. Pixeled. Maybe that. Hello, hi, Quizco. How are you doing? We're back in Pong, and then maybe we'll do a little bit of Terraria today, because I was working on the video and I got like, okay, I want to play some Terraria. I don't know. What could I do? I mean, I don't want to obsess over the. I'm good. Good. Nice. I was a little late today. Something came up, but we are here now. Play some STS2 today and yesterday. What's STS? STS? S2. What's STS? We're creating for Skyrim as well, so I'm setting it up right now. Oh, Slay the Spire. Ah, yeah. Oh, how is it? I haven't played the first one, funny enough. I know it's really a cult. It's just deck builders don't really capture me until they actually do. Like I need to be in the mood for playing a deck builder, but I know it's much more than a deck builder. It's like a roguelike, but yeah. So pixel. I don't know, not pixel art. What a pixelated. You know what? I'll just grab any random chunky pixel that I can find, and but it's more of the same. It has a roguelike unlocked this system this time, which is neat, I suppose. I'm not very good at deck builders though. Oh, right. Okay. Okay, let's simply go in the font. A pixel font. Pixelify Sans. How is this? Okay, well maybe Google Font does have something for us. Once it shows the pixels. What the hell is that? Yeah, this is a little bit more like it. Tiny 5. Okay. Big blocky pixel, I suppose. Tiny 5. What was it? I think we can go for tiny. You know what? Pixelify Sans. Let's just do that. Who cares? It's just such a small thing that we have to do. Pop-ins away, then download. No. Download. There we go. Go Pixelify Sans with the ETF. So we're just going to move it in there. And move it into the assets. Then we just simply apply it to the font label settings here. Ah, yeah, okay, much better now. Two new characters too. I'm fond of Necrobinder myself. He has like a minion that you can buff and it deals damage for you. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Wait, let me just. So it was just wanted to move this out of the way without exposing my chats. Possibly. This one I can show because it's just a bot chat. Okay, great. All right, great. We got it. Okay, more of the same. Well, not knowing the first one, I don't know what to expect. But obviously, if I play Slay the Spire, we'll start with the first one. But creating for some Skyrim, that is pretty cool. It's been a while since I played some Skyrim. That's, yeah, a long while too. So center. Well, this should be like centered as well. Like, there you go. That's it. And how is this now? Okay, so if we go into main, But for the most part, we probably want to do modding Skyrim is super easy these days, and some of the modded content is insane. I've heard. Like I know that modding Skyrim, the modding community for Skyrim is absolutely insane. What the hell? Why does it keep doing that? Give me a moment. Project settings, window, turned by 600, mode window, center of primary screen. Okay. Initial position, initial screen. 0. Okay. Always on top. Yeah. Transparent, extend to title, sharp corners. Window width override, 800, 600. Okay, that should fix it. There we go, nice. So the score isn't too bad, but I think it's a little bit too far apart. I like how some people did it. Well, someone did it last time, which is, am I checked? Which is, if I go into the CPU label now, can I put it to the center? Yeah, something like that. Now, if we do play the scene, actually, this is going to be a little bit more centered. Yeah, it's nice. I mean, main problem is that I can't see shit here. But if I drop the UI manager, okay, great. If I drop the UI manager, then I can play around with it. Edible children. I will move this up here. Now it's centered, but then I want to do separation. I want to change it like this. Okay, great. Now we're cooking. Put it up there. Okay, great. So that's exactly what I want. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to remove the edible children. If I go in here, and we just remove that very not surreptitiously. Then under the canvas layer, put this one over here. And here we are. Should be all right. Yep. Like we might be. We now hit play. Okay, we got the score up there. It's not super centered. That bothers me so much. Well, let's go into the remote tab and the UI manager, canvas layer, HBox container. What is the main problem? What does the main problem seem to be here? Maybe it's mostly the separation thing here. Let me see if I go into the right constants. Ah, that is the problem. That they're not centered. So I have to move this to be like... Nope. What I wanted to do. Yeah, it's definitely not centered. So if I were to do it again, I'll put the UI manager here. Yeah, there you go. Do that. Edible children. Then what do? I think I need to maybe move this a little bit. Yeah, now it's now it's centered. I think it's centered now. That's how it feels. Yeah, what kind of mods are you looking to install, for example? Because I know there's so many to choose from. Like you could do anything. You could be Peter Griffin or something like that. Yeah, the world is your oyster. Let's see. Save branches scene. Oh, this placeholder. Make local. Is there a way to basically... I'm gonna do this. Wait. I'm going to remove this. Then I'm going to remove this one too, and then paste it. Ah, there we go. Now we should be all right. Yes. Okay, centered. Skyrim. Right now, I've got a pre-made mod list and enhances vanilla feel and adds some DLC size quests. Oh, nice. Yeah, when you say enhanced vanilla, I think I've seen those. Like, there's a lot of mods that improve maybe the texture pack and stuff like that, make it hyper realistic. I don't know anything in particular in mind, but I see it has Legacy of the Dragonborn, so I probably will end up collecting artifacts. Okay. Skyrim. Well, I have a confession to make. Another one to do is I have played Skyrim, yes, but I played it on PS3 the first time, and then I didn't really play it seriously anymore. And even on PS3, I think I was at the time I didn't understand that if you try to go for every single possible sub quest, you're going to burn out pretty quickly. It was PS3. I was probably like a teenager still. So I tried going for every single possible side quest you could think of, and the result was a disaster because I ended up with like 50 or 60 hours or something like that, and I was nowhere near finishing the game or even progressing the main story. I didn't even get the full Fusro Da. I got Fusro. I never got to the Da part part of the spell. So yeah. So I and then I never touched it again. So I don't know how the game ends. I don't know. I don't remember much of the game. It's fun stuff, I would say. So so we're back here. So technically, this is Pong, and it kind of works. Now that we've kind of refined this, we need to do a couple of adjustments to make the game flow from start to end. So first thing I'm gonna do is first of all do that. Oh yeah, we've got Pong. There we go. The sounds and maybe VFX. We're gonna do that, but first we have to do the not the menus, but like text on screen. Start game. Reset. The first time I played Skyrim was in like 2020 or something. 2020 is not that far that far away. I was looking for something more sandboxy, and well, it matched that criteria. Yeah. Well, it is very sandboxy. That is true. It's what I like about you know, stuff like Terraria and such. It's so sandboxy. Okay, so we are here. We got the left limit. We're gonna move it slightly. Not a fan of how misaligned it is with its origin point. I don't know when that happened. Okay, it's back to where it's supposed to be now. And the same for the right limit. We can make it like that. It's Pong. I mean, we kind of need a bit more of an aligned grid. I think I played Witcher 3 not long before that, and I bounced off hard. Really? I absolutely loved Witcher 3. I loved it from beginning to end. RPGs are not my thing, I guess. Oh, well, okay. And you're getting into Skyrim? Okay. Oh no, I loved The Witcher 3. One of my favorite games ever. In terms of story, in terms of gameplay. A lot of people didn't quite like it, but I think it's also 15 minutes, that's all I got. Oh, hi, Panda. Oh, 15 minutes. You're gonna see me do some stupid shit in these 15 minutes, most likely. I read the Witcher books, but I couldn't get into the game. Ah, yeah, well, I would imagine that you did read the Witcher books. Yeah. I've heard that it's kind of like your Tolkien. Like, Sapkowski is your Tolkien. Your Lord of the Rings is the Witcher for you over there in jolly Poland. I suppose. Yeah. Well, a Polish person told me that, so I would I would assume I can trust that. Right. So this I hate whatever this is. I'm gonna have to realign all of this stuff, but I'll do it later. Well, look at that. You can. I approve. Okay. Yeah, good. So we've got the score. We've got everything, but we also got the random. Yeah, we also got the random angle when the ball spawns, the go ball. But as you can see, the CPU is quite dumb, so it's a little bit too easy to defeat it. Yeah, because it just tends to follow that. Also, I haven't clamped the paddle yet, so yeah, that's something I need to think about. So in terms of polish. Speaking of Poland, polish. What I want to do is clamp paddle, adjust CPU, change ball, refine ball physics. Okay, so but first we start with the text and screen. So the game is kind of there. The whole thing works. What we want to do now is make sure that we got the prompts to start. Got to write for extra. Okay, I'll gotta do that. Right, so that means with the UI manager, we need a big label at the center of the screen. Which we're gonna call it just a simple label. Put it at the center of the screen. Quite big. Like that. And it's going to, no, it's not going to inherit the same label, but it's going to use the same font. that. And also I'm going to delete this because I absolutely hate it. Lamau. So then what do? We do press E to start. I think. Yeah, press E to start. No, it's not E. Press Enter to start. Horizontal alignment is center. Vertical alignment is center as well. In terms of font size, we make it pretty big. But then, like, this is gonna look absolutely horrible when we do that. Let's see. Yeah, that's. I mean, you can read it, but that overlaps with the divider, not the best thing ever. What if I do it this way? Look. Look. Ah, damn it. The heart was there, but it doesn't quite work. But I can go in here and just hack it until it works. Yeah, I guess, but it's awful. It looks absolutely shit. How does Pong do it? It doesn't, I guess. Fake it till you make it. Yeah. It doesn't, I guess. It doesn't have any writing, as far as I know. Well, you know what? I could do a very simple thing. So a HBox container, put the label in here, put another label in there, so duplicate that. One says press enter. The other one says to start. And then I just separate them. And when I have to show this text, then center text right. Then center text left, because I'm gonna have to manipulate this. But even then, I don't know. We'll see. So first, this one I want to put in the center. Okay. It's the hackiest UI I've ever seen. And oh yeah, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. So then then I do this. There you go. That's some UI. That's some UI. There you go. I want to center that one, and then I want to center this one. There you go. Press enter to start. Done. And then I have to do center text. And that is done. But then here I need to have this one as well. So center text, HBox container. So I have to on ready. I want to center text.show, because this is when the UI manager gets created. That's the first time. But then and I also need, oh no, okay, I can just do it that way. And then function start game. This one is just in here. Okay, void. Come on, I can type today. Void if center text dot not. Yeah. Center text dot visible. Okay, and we do if center text is not visible, then we center text dot show. We show it up. We make it show up. That shows the text. No, wait. If center text is visible, then center text dot hide. I want to do the opposite here. Actually, that's when we started the game. Then we also need the input. I think it's unhandle input in this case, and early return if event is input event key. I wonder. What do you wonder, my friend? If event is input event key, then if event.is action pressed start, then we actually start the game. You put control canvas or canvas control. I usually do control canvas. I don't know what the difference is. Sometimes I've done the opposite, so I haven't really looked into it much. I think canvas and control should be the proper way, maybe. Maybe, but I've never had issues because of that. But that said, very small games always, so could be wrong. Then we clean that up. Okay, so we got that. So if we did that, start game, the text height. Okay, perfect. Which means, yeah, that works. Okay, perfect. So, right now, that works. So you may canvas is basically another layer of view. So you may have a UI layer and put all the control nodes there. Yeah, which is yeah, so pretty much how I approach it. But yeah. I mean, technically, that's how I do it. Like here in the UI manager, I put all of the UI or all of the control nodes here, essentially. And then whenever I have to do some bits of UI that are outside of the UI manager, although I very rarely do, I also do a canvas layer so that I can kind of control it that way. I think I did it for Ari in the Fading World. Don't quite remember now. But yeah, if event is input event key and game manager dot okay, and not game manager dot game started, then it captures that kind of input. Okay, give me a moment. Okay, there's something here that's not quite working. Oh my god, I don't remember this tangle of signals. I should have put a lot of comments in there. Right, and also or not. Yeah, no, I prefer the symbols, but I know they're interchangeable, aren't they? Yeah, I know they're interchangeable, like and not. I could do it this way. I think it's the same. But yeah, because I come from other languages, I use that. I'm more used to doing it this way. Although it's more like, you know, just need to be consistent about that. Wait, why am I not consistent about that? Usually, I do tend to upload that like everywhere. But yeah, I think I still don't know which one I like. I tend to like mentally, I tend to go for this because I've learned to do like coding with other languages like C and whatnot. But I know that this is more readable. So I just have to still work out what I prefer, but I know that they're the same, so it's just a mental model, I guess. So, so game started false. Start game. Okay, signal start game. So what emits that signal? I do not remember. Connects all signals. That doesn't really tell me much, but was mixed up with the is class statement in the same line. That's why I'm asking. Why? Like I don't think I can do this. I don't think I can do this. I think this is the only way to check the class. Well, I'm probably wrong to be fair, but this? Oh, the deep equals. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, no, but it doesn't seem to work. I think I'm forced to do that. But let me check the documentation of that. So not that one because I need to Google. Godot is Godot class operator is. Ah, okay, well, it's over here anyways. Is. Oh, yeah, damn it. I'm gonna have to find it there. Okay, is. That's whether a variable extends a given class or is of a given built-in type. But is there... Usually you is and or not the symbol, so I don't know. Oh, okay. No, I think... I think this is where, like... Of course it looks inconsistent, but I don't think there is a way to do it without using is. Unless, you know, it's there's some sort of like method to check if it's part of the class, but like I suppose you would have to see, well, I don't know. Test whether a variable extends a given class specific. Okay, so class operator is symbol. Let me see if there is a symbol for it. Is it possible to make a custom class use operators like... No, wait. Ah, it's the double? Damn it, double. I don't know. I don't think that's it. I will try, but I don't think that's it, because the double is for, like, right now you're checking if the event is exactly input event key. I don't know if that's gonna work, because this is the equivalent of saying that event like is... You see what I mean? Like, I don't think that's gonna work. But let me see if that works. If it works, then great. I will use it. Although it is slightly confusing once the... No, doesn't work. So if input is input event key and then I do that, then it works. So the double doesn't work. The deep equals is an error. It doesn't recognize it. I think the only way to check if it extends a class is this. If event is. And then, I mean, I can use this one in... if I wanted to be more consistent, I mean, I would have to probably do and not, but at the same time, I know that... I thought so. I thought I knew that this is the only way to check if it's a class. Because I got confused with this before. So not game manager, game started, then event is action, press start, then start game. Okay, but like game manager, game started true. So start the actual game, but when do we do that? When we handle input and game, not given instance ball, instantiate, instance global position. Okay, we probably have to put a little breakpoint there at some point. Ready. Input match player for input. Okay. Implement 2-player mode. Yeah, that is probably something I can do later. What calls the signal start game? I have to do a little bit of a search. There was a quick way to search that. Find in files. Ah, yeah. Okay. Well, there's this. Scripts main. Okay, and not game manager. Start signal start game emit. Ah, there you go. It's working different if you don't want to use the is. If objects class give... I thought there was going to be like some sort of yeah, sort of like a method to do that. And then is class input event key, and now it should work. Wait, string. Okay, so as I thought, so it doesn't take a class name; it takes a string. So, oh well, that broke the entire thing. Oh no, because I'm doing the rule divider. Apologies. Okay. This doesn't seem to work anyway. It's not recognizing it. But yeah, now it works. Okay. I mean, yeah, but it's like 1,000 more keystrokes. So yeah, I get the consistency bit, but if this is the only way with simple symbols, I'll probably do that. And maybe get used to doing this if I really need to be consistent with the kind of way I use operators, but because I know that if I use this one like in I don't know, if player is if player.global position is vector 2 0 0. Like I know this one wouldn't work because you're checking if it extends a class. So it's not going to work. It's going to give me a massive error. So I did stumble upon this before. No, but it's I don't mean to bother you about the ship. No, but it's fine. I mean, it's clean code, patterns and whatnot. So good to think about this stuff. Now I just have to understand why this one isn't triggering. So we're gonna have to check a couple of things. It's just simply not triggering. So all right, but I think it might be because. Ah, yeah. Well, wait. I think it might be because by the time I press this, it's probably like a call thing, like a call order thing. See? Yeah, it was. Okay. Yeah, great. Okay. It was a call order thing. The signal gets emitted before the unhandled input gets registered. So basically the game was already false. The variable was already false. Interesting. Okay. Well, at least that's what I assume it is. But yeah, anyway, so this works. But then then what do I want to do? When I score, player scored, okay. I got an order problem 2 currently with Pong. Yeah. Like what? What kind of behavior are you getting? I think the scoring is in the ball. Yeah. Yeah. Player scored, emit, and CPU scored, emit. Okay, let me just note this down. Checks for collision and allows scoring if it's a world limit. If it's a side limit. I spawned the paddles and the ball at game start, but ball already hitting the paddle before the first frame, which skyrockets the ball. Ow, like that would only happen if the ball spawns in the same spot as because everything's at 0 0. Oh right, okay. I see. Well, you could do a signal. That's how I did it at some point. Like sometimes when I have to instantiate, like when I have to do some kind of operations at like a higher level, if things are happening, then they're moving to start positions. Yeah, okay. Sometimes when I have to do yeah, that is an order problem for sure. But also sometimes when I have to do some operations like at the parent level or like at above level or something like that, I send out a signal. So like send out a signal when the paddle is ready to then spawn the ball. So don't spawn the ball until the paddle is ready. And it's been placed in the world and whatnot, and then you can spawn the ball. And it's an extra signal. I know, probably not good practice, but I could do a wait workaround, but that's bad coding. Yeah, I think it is. I think the signal is acceptable though. So you wait for the ball to you wait for the paddle to be ready. You send out a signal, and once the paddle is ready, then the paddles are ready because at that point it's both of them. But once the paddles are ready, then the ball spawns. The thing is, the signal is going to trigger for both paddles if you have one class for both. Maybe you don't, because I think. Oh no, well in my case I did like a paddle that is both player and CPU, so in my case it wouldn't work. I would have to do a little bit of refactoring, but yeah. But you get what I mean anyway. If it's a left or right limit. Okay, so we're here. We got the signal player scored emit. If collision get colliders and group score limit. Okay. Okay. Well, in that case, we have to. If we have to do it like the proper way, then we go into the signal bus. We have another one. Signal restart. No, that's another thing. Signal. Signal. New round. Signal. New round. So my friend, I gotta clean up the kitchen table and all that, folding some clothes and whatnot. Being it all just sucks. I'd like to go back. Please don't want any more things. I've had enough. Yeah, I get you. I get you. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'll be here until 6 p.m. So in 2 more hours. But I'm probably gonna switch to Terraria at some point. Play a little bit of Terraria just to relax. I've seen about 3 hours if it's still streaming. 3 hours probably not, but in 2, yes. Do you think I should move these Saturday streams? Because I know that like it used to be when I was streaming RimWorld that around this time I would start getting a lot of people in chat, but it doesn't seem to be happening that much anymore. Maybe it was just a RimWorld thing. So I could be streaming on Saturday evenings or on Monday evenings. I've got these 2 days in mind instead of doing Saturday afternoons. It would actually work a lot better for me too. So I don't know if that makes sense for you guys, but you know, on Saturday night usually people go out. I don't, but so maybe that's not the best time. So I was thinking I would move this kind of slot to Monday, so I would stream Monday and Wednesday, and then the weekend until the week after I would leave you alone. Every day I only have me time from 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. for me. Okay, so yeah, that makes a lot of sense actually. It would if it means that, I mean, it mean that you have to follow every stream, obviously, but if it means that it gets you more chances to follow stuff that you might be interested in, then might as well do it. Okay. From next week, I'll consider it. Probably do on Monday as a test to see if there's people that come in. I think Monday could be a nice day to have people come in. But yeah, we'll see. Think about it. So back to this bad boy. So we've got a new signal to potentially send when the ball is scoring or has scored. Before we do free, we do signal bus dot signal new round dot emit. Okay, bye man, bye. Thank you for watching in the meantime. So signal new round dot emit. So this is where I think I need some comments for next time. Although I think I want to finish Pong today. So next time we'll do breakout. We'll see. Signal bus signal new round emit. So what does this do? When score is updated, after score is updated, prepare a new round. Okay, so that means I want to do, okay, adds to score. What I want to do here is another kind of lambda function, honestly, because I feel better that way. Prepares new round. It's not the cleanest thing I've done ever, but signal bus dot signal new round. Then maybe we'll refactor later, but we'll do a little lambda function here, and we'll do oh no, game started is false already. Okay, great. So actually don't need to do anything here in the game manager. That's already handled by adds the score and prepares new round. To be fair, that makes a lot of sense. Ball goes there, so new round emit, and that signals to the UI manager that we can prepare a new round. On ready though, we want to do signal bus dot signal new round dot connect. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing here, honestly, just to save some time. It's a little lambda, and the only thing that we need to do is just center text dot show. Okay, then we start a game. Okay, so technically, with the way this has been set up, this should already work. Let's see. So the CPU got lucky there, but let's see what we can do here. Boop. There you go. Press enter to start. And we got a nice loop. Look at that. Boop. Nice. Got the score that updates and such. Press enter to start. Okay. So how much do we want to do? Do we want to do like a max score that is 10? In that case, we can do const max score equal int equals 10. And in the game manager, I think player score, CPU score. Okay. Okay, so at any point, like when there's a new um well, I could refactor this, but I'll think about it. This is not the best practice, but I think if at any point, as you know, connect center text show. I see. I see. Okay. I'm kind of the thing I'm doing here is probably not. I'm thinking it might not be the best practice because right now what we're doing is we're handling the player score, the CPU score inside the game manager, which also updates the UI manager. So I think what I want to do is um I want to emit a signal, a single signal that asks the no, but I kind of like it this way though. It's very clean, although there's a bit of a jumble here, bit of spaghetti. So it's not the best thing, but all right. Let's see. But in any case, for now it's fine. Signal that allows center text to show again. But okay, so what we can do is, if at any point we score, well, this is the problem. Like, we shouldn't have a player scored and a CPU score. We should have a handle, like we should have a scored. Oh, I've got it. Okay. So if we go into the ball here, perfect. We don't need a player scored. We just need a scored signal, which takes an argument. But what argument do we give it? Do we give it a string? The string is a little bit too. I guess we could give it a string. We could do ints, but like kind of an ID. I mean, if we used like area 2Ds, which is how I would probably do it, this would be a little different. But in this case, let's do like this: string scorer. Oh, wait, scorer? Is it like this? Yeah, okay. Needs to be a string. So when we emit that signal, which is basically in the ball, we simply do this. So we do signal scored emit with the argument, in this case, player. And then CPU score, and then we do same thing here. Emit with the argument CPU. So now what happens here is very simple. We call, we connect the scored. Yeah, we do this. We connect the scored signal to a new function, which we're going to call handle score, which we haven't done yet. And we will put it right here. So func handle score. And this one takes a scorer, which is going to be a string. So match. That's a very simple match case. No, first of all, if okay, no, we're gonna have to do it after. So let's see. We are going to handle the score. So match the scorer, little match case. So if it's player, then we do player score plus equals 1. Else if it's the CPU, then we do CPU score plus equals 1. And then at that point, what we do is, after the whole match case here, we check if player score equals game constants dot max score, or I have that too, or CPU score equals game constants dot max score. At that point, what we do is we emit a new signal, which is game over. Let's see. Signal, game over. Okay. And signal bus dot signal game over dot emit. At that point, what happens is that we stop the game essentially. So game started, then var game over, bool equals false, and then we say that it's been game over. Game over, false. Okay, so what happens at this point? We go back into the UI manager. If event is input event key, and if this event is action pressed. Okay. Okay, so here we can do a couple of things. So first of all, if, damn it. So here, if not game manager, the game started, then an event is action pressed start, then start game. Or, okay, yeah, we can do that. So the thing I'm thinking about is I want to show the text. I'm trying to code like the end conditions, essentially. So if I go into main here, the idea is I want to show some text at the end when we reach a score of 10, or, you know, the max score that I will now lower for testing purposes. But when we reach a score of like 10, we end the game. We show some text on screen where we say we end the game. So first of all, what I want to do is center text. Oh yeah, I need to do this too. So this is, if not game started, this is this goes handles start game conditions, logic, something like that. And if the game has not started, then we are showing the center text. Oh yeah, but actually, oh yeah, no, we don't want to do that. We want to do center text equals center text, right? The text equals, what do we have there again? Press enter. Yeah, that it's not the cleanest, but you know, we're gonna do it that way. Press enter and then to start. I think to start is just as it is. Okay. Go in here. Press enter. Press enter. Enter text let the text. I have to invert them to start. This is left. This is right. And then we show that. Sets up text box. Okay, then on ready, we also want to signal bus.signal game over dot connect. And then we're gonna do handle game over, which we don't have yet, but we will momentarily. Func handle game over. Void. Then if player score, if game manager dot player score is game constants dot max score, then what we want to do is, and just left is U1. R to restart. No, but in general, that's going to be the same. Elif, this is a additional condition. Elif game manager dot CPU score game constants dot max score center text left dot text equals you lose, you lost, and then R to restart. Okay. Then if we restart everything, yeah, that's gonna be okay. Now I haven't tested the text with the restart condition, but we're gonna find out. Enter to start. Ah, yeah. Give me a moment. What did I do there? Press enter to start. Press left. Yeah. So, okay. Press enter to start. For some reason I had inverted them entirely. Okay. Press enter to start. Okay, great. Perfect. So that all works as intended. Now we're gonna test this little end condition. So max score for now we do a 1 just to see if it works. You won. R to restart. Great. Perfect. That is beautiful. When I restart, then okay. When I restart, then that happens. So what I will do is very simply, since this is basically the setup, so set up UI. I'm gonna do this very simple function here called setup UI. Set up UI. Damn it. Okay. Do that. Void. Okay, perfect. So we got the setup UI. And what this does is signal new round, connect game over, handle game over, restart. Then maybe when we restart, what happens when we restart the game? Game started. Okay, we need to signal start game. Okay, so we kind of have to emit another signal. Signal bus signal start signal restart. Oh wait, can we use it? Oh yeah, okay. Signal restart game. Ah yeah, okay. So it's some. I think it's in main, isn't it? Yep. If we press restart, signal restart the emit. So we already have that. What we have to do is simply go into the UI manager and connect it to signal bus signal restart connect to setup UI. That means that if we do this, do that. Perfect. We've got it. So, let me see. You lost. R to restart. Okay. And we're back to the beginning with the score as it should be. And let's see if we can win. You won. R to restart. Okay, the enter doesn't work. Perfect. That's Pong, my friends. We've got the entire Pong in there. Now, it's about polishing, putting sounds and stuff like that. So, well, let's see what happens. Let's go. Yes, let's go. There's a couple of changes I have to do. I have to add a little tab to the text there. It's not the cleanest thing, but you know what? That is what we get here today. So we put 4 spaces in there, 4 spaces in there. Let me just test that. Oh no, it's squeezing the ball in there. That's what she said. Gray, you won. R to restart. Not super clean. Not super clean, so it's kind of not working. Let's do it this way. So center text, if we anchor it to the right, yeah, expand, okay. And then center left text, we anchor it to the left and we expand, okay. And then we put this one here, but then we reduce the separation a little bit. Oh wait, now it's not doing anything if I reduce the separation. Oh yeah, well that makes sense, I guess. Now it's anchored to there. Well, that simply means we have to do this, right? See if that is true. Worse than it was. UI manager. Press enter. Start. We can make it a little bit like that. Yeah, kind of like that. Little polish bits. Okay, press enter to start. Okay, to start. That's good. See what happens if we lose and if we win. Lose. You lost. R to restart. No, I don't think I can get it to work consistently. I think I need to not have it as part of the HBox container. They need to be like separate, like by themselves, floating. Let's put them as children of the canvas layer. One goes there, one goes over there. Just goes pretty much where the hell they want. And I think what I'm gonna do is just reduce the size a little bit. Put it to 40 to 38. It's a little easier for them to fit whatever they need to fit. Horizontal alignment needs to be right, center. The alignment needs to be left and center. So maybe this will be a little bit cleaner. Let's see. Oh yeah, obviously now I have to change this. They don't exist anymore. No, wait. I can do it in a slightly different way, which is going into the UI manager. I then reparent these to a new node, which is just a simple control node. Call it center text. And that should fix the dependencies again. Not the dependencies, the references. It does not. Oh yeah, because it is supposed to be an HBox container, but no, it's a control node. See? Okay, press enter to start. Okay, very clean, very clean. Let's see. You won. R to restart. Not very clean. Not very clean at all, but I think we can do it this way, and then you lost, and then R to restart. Let's see. Press enter to start. Come on. You won. R to restart. Yeah, why does it do that? All right. I don't want to over obsess over this, but I do want to make sure that this is where it should be, like properly. So let's see, where is the position? Change it slightly. Has to be like that. Something like that. Okay. That one loses. Okay, you won. Come on. Okay, I'll lose on purpose. You lost. Okay, great. So simply, I just have to grab the position. Is this? Yeah, okay. I just have to grab the position and apply it to this one. Where's the layout? No. The position layout. Transform. Okay. Position. There. Okay. That is, ladies and gentlemen, not quite. Almost. That almost is 207. 268 will do. So that is, yeah, that is in local. So if we do that, that is, ladies and gentlemen, that is Pong. Great. So that is the whole game starts to finish. Now we can do the polish phase, which is making sure things look right and the physics is okay. So first of all, first problem is I want to in the paddle, the clamp, we need to clamp the position. So so for every frame, we want to make sure that okay, so for every frame we want to do global position dot clamp. Now what, global position dot y equals clamp. What is the variant? Oh, wait. I think I want to do this. Let's see if that one does it. I think this one will do it. So the clamp event position dot y and 0. Get viewport. Get viewport dot size dot y. Then we close that. I think this is gonna work. Well, no, it's not gonna work, but you know what I mean. Okay. Okay. I don't know if that works, but let's see. Get size. I don't remember. There is a there's a way to get to the size. I think it's in the color rect. So on ready maybe. No, not what I wanted to do. Okay, on ready. Color rect dot size dot y. I think. Let's see. Ah, okay. 0 plus that. See? No, wait. I'm close. I'm close. So we are clamping it basically, but let me see. Let me see. Clamp to no wait. Pong Godot. I saw some videos the other day. This is gonna help. This is gonna help a lot. some videos the other day. Pong. My YouTube homepage is getting interesting lately. Got some Bash Bunny and then Dr. K. Here, okay. I think
originally
this
range will limit. Then I take
height, paddle height, correct to get size.
A positive divided by a positive. The first thing is I need to increase the speed.
Okay.
Right.
Where's the clamp? There was a point where you show the clamp.
It's just the height. Paddle. What I need to do next is limit its movement so that it can't go off the top and bottom of the screen. I will do that inside the process function just underneath these inputs. Add a comment to say limit paddle movement to the window, and then I use the clamp function to clamp the Y position of the paddle between these two values here.
Height, okay. Paddle height divided by 2, and then Windows height minus paddle height divided by 2. Okay. It says that, but... Well, okay. Well, one thing that I can definitely do is var e height equals no. Then on ready we do the same thing that he did, which is e height equals color rect dot get size dot y. No wait, wait, what? Yeah, get size dot y. Okay. So then e height, that should already do something. Let me see. Okay. P height divided by 2, and then viewport dot size. Y. Wait, I have it somewhere. I have it somewhere though. Viewport size. Okay, it's in the. Why is it in the game manager? Technically a constant. Okay, all right. I can change it later. So game manager dot viewport size dot y minus e height divided by 2. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. What is that? Correct. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was doing. Size Y. Oh, no way. He did get viewport rect. Viewport rect. Get viewports. Get viewports. I don't remember what the difference is. Get viewport. Get viewports. Wait, get viewports. How do I find it? Viewport. Get viewport rect. Yeah, this one. Rect 2. Get viewport rect. Rect 2. Okay. Rect. Get viewport rect. Size. Not find type rect in the current. Okay. Let's just do it that way. Rect. Viewport size set type. Okay, I'm gonna do that. Viewport rect not found in base self. So what is what? Why is it not working there? Get viewport rect size.y. Get viewport rect. Rect. I understand why it was working earlier and now no. Okay, now it works. Let's see. Position dot. Ah, yeah. Okay. I see what I'm doing wrong here. I shouldn't be doing it there. Should be doing it here, but then I'm gonna do this. event.position.y. Then in the process function, we actually do this. So global position.y equals global position.y clamp global position y. Okay, let me see if that one works. It's not quite. I think that's because of how the paddle has been set up. Let me see if that is true. It's the origin point that does it.
Which will be the paddle ready function. The game runs to know the direction, and as coordinate will be run this function, but I get an error because it doesn't. I'm going to begin by defining some variables.
Oh, wait a minute though. I want to make sure that I'm doing this properly. So like if I go in the bottom limit and I move it out of the way, like a lot. Okay, this clamping works on this part of the screen. So something tells me. Okay. Let's see. I think game manager viewport size y minus p height. No, let's minus the entire p height. Okay, now we're talking. P height times 2. No, wait, I need to do it in a different way. Minus p height times 2. See? No. Game manager, the viewport size y. Oh wait, plus p height. Okay, p height times 2. No. There's some math here that I'm not getting. It's very, very subtle, but yeah, see, sometimes it does that, sometimes it doesn't. It goes like all the way over there. But if I do plus p height, what am I doing? If this is not. This is fine. Times 2. See? I don't get why it's not working. Let's put like a stupid number like 500. No, it's not clamping it. It's clamping it at the bottom, but not at the top. Wait though, okay, now I need to know if this is actually working regardless. Oh. This is supposed to clamp me, and it kind of does, but I don't know if it does because my arrow key goes away. So let me just check these, re-enable these events too. I need to know. I don't think the clamp is working. It's not. Okay, so it's not working. It's not working even a downward. So why is it not working?
The process, just like the process function from clamp the y position of the paddle between these two values here. Now if I run it again, I can only move as far as the edges of the
screen. Yeah, okay, but
just underneath these inputs, add a comment to say limit paddle movement to the window, and then I use the clamp function to clamp the Y position of the paddle between these two values here. Now if I run it again, I can only move.
Maybe it's the position that makes a difference. The position.y, not the global position.y. Find out. Global position. Ah, no, wait. 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 Yeah, okay, now we're talking. Kinda. Okay, now we're kind of talking. Let's see. Okay, now we're talking. So we are getting there. So we have to do p height. Basically, what was happening is I had an early return in case it was it wasn't a CPU paddle. It wasn't working, but now it's just moving it to a random position, like in the position.y equals event y clamp current position. Well, I could always do it this way. If global position.y is then say p height divided by 2, then global position.y equals p height. I can do it the old way instead of using the clamped function. Clamp function, yeah. Then if global position.y is bigger equal, then get game manager.viewport size.y. Global position.y equals game manager.viewport size y. This is the old way of doing things. Okay. Something weird here. P height divided by 2. What is P height? Okay. 599. Huh? 599. So that is 299.5. Okay. All right. That's pretty big. No wonder, but like process, let's see. Visible. Need to check the color rect. So color rect. Ordering texture layout transform. Size is 117 pixels. Well, it says 117 pixels, but here it says a 299.5. So that is definitely not accurate. Okay. Let's find out why this happens, but first we try it a few times. Let's see. That one goes over there. It's fine. But then 100? 0? allows me to do it. Ah, yeah, of course, because this is I'm checking here. I'm checking the okay, here I'm checking the origin point. So what happens if I do this? Oh, clearly nothing right now, but what position? The 0 plus p height, 0 plus p height divided by 4, say p height divided by 4. Okay, we are getting there, but I don't understand why this one is not accurate. Colorect get size dot y. Colorect is the paddle. Don't get why that one is not accurate. Maybe Godot get size self. In the size of a dimension, height and width. Get node sprite, get texture, get size, get shape, get extents. No, that's all of that. Okay. Well, can't do anything more than doing this, which is not great, but can't do much more than hard code it really. I don't want to spend a ton of time just doing that. Just trying to clamp it, which shouldn't be difficult at all. Global position.y equals clamp. Global position.y 0, let's say, and then game manager.viewport size.y. That one should already kind of, the clamp does work. It's just that I was being very, very thick. I don't like the flickering. Viewport size mine means p height divided by 2. That should do it. Okay. Do that. Plus, I don't know at this point. I don't know anymore. That is because this tutorial is trying to do. Okay, let me see. Clamp right to screen. Good. Clamp position 0, screen size of X. Oh, okay. Wanted to be how many pixels? Okay with 100 even just change the 0 to 100 and change the size of X minus 1. I think you can change 100. Okay. Well. Okay, well, I know that, but I need to... Okay, you know what? Let's see. Get size. And then we print debug p height. Let's do some very, very, very basic investigation for now, and we'll get from there. Get there. Can't be stuck on a clamping function, for the love of God. Okay, so 799 and 599 pixels. I have no idea how I'm 599 pixels if screen is 800 pixels. Like there's something very, very wrong here. Like 500 would mean that I'm more than half the screen. What? Why? That is clearly a mistake. Well, not a mistake, but it's clearly something stupid. Get size returns get size Godot returns big value. I don't know. This is value. Do I need to use no? Okay, I think this is one for our good friend Gemini because I don't want to spend too much time here. So let's see. So with the oh, okay, wait. Issues with clamping. Getting the okay, let's see what our good friend the Gemini says. If you resize the color using scale handles within the size property, size 100 raw dimensions. Oh. Okay. You need the actual word space size, you should count for its scale. However, paddle is a more robust way. I'm going to check correct to define the boundaries. You should generally use the collision shape 2D. Yeah, collision shape 2D, shape get rect, size Y. Okay. Okay. So that kind of means okay. So that means I should actually go for the collision shape, not for the color rect, for some reason. Because apparently, looks like by resizing the color rect using the size handles or scale. No way. Scale handles rather than the size property. No, I did use size property. Talking about. And that's very strange. I mean, I don't get why it's behaving this way. Very, very strange, but okay, we're gonna do that. We're gonna try this experiment. So collision shape 2D dot shape dot get rect, okay, dot size dot y. Now we have the p height, and then we can print the p height and see what happens now, basically. There. Into main, try that. 117. Okay, now that feels more realistic. Okay, good. Don't know why it decided that all of a sudden was that. Okay, well that means in that case that if we clamp this one to global position, then p height divided by 2. Y half height, p height divided by 2. Okay, screen height minus height. Okay, p height divided by 2, but I don't think that's gonna work because the origin point I moved it. So let's see. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we okay. So that makes sense. That works. At the bottom, it kind of works. A lot of jittering, but we'll get to that. And then at the top, what do we got? Okay. So there we go. Okay, finally we got clamping. I mean, not exactly, but we do. Which means actually we can try and do this. We can try and move it instead of doing it in the process function, because that's not where we are moving our ball, our paddle. We want to clamp it here. And same for this. Want to kind of clamp it there. See if that one works. Hello? Yeah, I won, but like, what's going on? Why is it not moving? Yeah, okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, event.position.y. Okay, that's what I want to change. Event.position.y. Height, okay. See? There we go. Finally, took me, I don't know how long, maybe half an hour to try and get a simple clamp done, but we managed. And all because the height of the paddle wouldn't be registered as I wanted it to be. But we managed. We did it. Thank you, Gemini. For once, you were very useful. Well, actually, Gemini is useful plenty of times. But so that means essentially, because my understanding is because I resized the color rectangle and I moved it around, like for some reason, I think maybe because I used the size property here, or the handles anyway, then the height was all over the place. Like it wasn't supposed to, like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know, but what matters is that it was 1, so maybe it was doubling the scale. I'm not quite sure what was going on here. That is very much a mystery. I will post in a Godot barn to understand what was going on. But what's important is that we have clamping for the paddle. So good. That is very, very good. Now, the ball. Now, the ball, I kind of wanted to move a lot faster than it's currently moving, that it's moving at the moment. And also, I kind of want to change, unfortunately, I want to change it to be an actual ball. So instead of a sprite 2D, we make another color rect, and we make it very small. Like, very small. I'll make it like that. And then we move that one to the origin point here. We make the collision shape very small. Put it over here. Okay. And then let's see. Yeah, look at that. Nice. Yeah, no, I don't want to win. I want to go into the game constants and change this one to be 10 as the max score. Okay, let's see. Enter to start. Actually, I don't like enter because I need to move my hand a lot. So let's go into the input map, and instead of enter, we do the space bar. Okay. And then in the UI manager, instead of press enter, press space to start. Okay. See? Oh, look at that. Ooh. Yeah, because I've moved the bottom boundary. Oops. My mistake. Okay. See? Oh no. Wait. What's going on? If signal game over, start new round, center text show. Start. Action press start. Space. Yeah. If not manager game started, start. If it's scored, then the game manager when you score. Ah, yeah. Okay, wait. Handle score. That's scorer. Okay. Game started equals false. That should handle it. Let's see. Oh, look at that. Oh, now it's so much fun. Look at that. Boop boop. Okay, it works. Oh no. Okay. This place to start. Yeah. Whoop. Okay. Oh, look at that. So fun. You know what? It's not too bad. Like with this speed, the CPU is able to kind of keep up. So we can have a little bit of a play. Okay. Okay, 6. Yeah. Nice. Okay. 8. 9. Okay, and 10. You won. Oh, wait. Bug. I can keep going if I won. If players score. Oh no, game over equals true. Handle score. Game over equals true. And if we restart with a game over equals false. Okay. And we go into the UI manager. So here we have to make sure if not, and not game manager dot game over. Okay. This way we are not able to start if we go into game over. Okay, so having done that, we've clamped the paddle, just the CPU. There's one thing that I wanted to do and I don't remember how to do it, so I'm going to just watch the tutorial here. This guy did something really smart with how
the
limit ball bounces off.
An additional function into my main script. So what I can do is add some functionality inside of this function.
That's
variable is going to do. I'll take the current paddle position and I'll subtract the ball position from it. Now that I have these variables, I can move the paddle. So first I need to calculate the move by variable, which I'll do in a similar way as I did with the player paddle. I get my parent's paddle speed variable and I multiply it by delta. With that done, I can update the paddle's y coordinate using this move by variable. And then I remember from the other paddle, I need to restrict the movement to the top and bottom edges of the screen.
No, about that actually, I need to do that. Give me a moment. The paddle, if it's the CPU. Yeah, there we go. If ball equals clamp. No, wait, I always need to make sure that we're clamping the global position. Global position dot y was clamp with position p height. Okay, yeah. So, for example, if I shoot a ball all the way down, no, that one still manages to go through. Yeah, I see that. So I could do that, but I mean, let's see. Yeah, ball that global position dot y. Okay. Okay, right now the paddle is infallible. You can't lose. It's too fast, and it catches up, but it's clamped. That's good. But now what we have to do is actually really implement this, because this is the math bit that I don't know.
Then I have a variable called move by, which will define how
position
far
I know. Distance
so I'm not going to go into that again. Where the ball is currently positioned.
Oh.
The ball and assign it into the ball pause variable.
Yeah, okay.
Then I need to work out how far away
I think
to
what
the
he's
top
doing
and
is
bottom edges of
I think what he's doing here is
the screen.
If I remember right, is you need to get the
clamp function. And then I remember
you need to get the yeah, the distance from the ball. So you calculate the distance from the ball by getting your global position, and you subtract the ball's global position. It's something I've never done before, but it's really useful that I etch it into my brain. So we get
from the other path.
Yeah, I like that. So let's do that. So var ball dist, call the ball distance. No, but this has to be a vector 2. And ball height to be a float. It's null for now. Equals null for now. Oh no, okay, wait. 0 and 0 for now, and then vector 2 is null for now. Vector 2.0. Okay, that works. So then in the process, we want to calculate ball distance by doing global position minus ball dot global position. But I think it calculates the y. Yeah, global position dot y minus ball dot global position dot y. So actually, it's not a vector 2. It's just a float itself. Just one of the vector 2 bits. Okay. Having said that, we've got that one. So ball distance. Then the global position needs to be move by. So
paddle, I need to restrict the movement to the top and bottom edges.
By get parent. Okay, but and then
of the screen using this clamp function. If the way, and that's because although the paddle, so the position, but I need to know whether this distance variable is negative or positive. How do I know? The absolute value is always positive.
Okay, yeah, that's where you do it. So you multiply the speed by the delta. Okay, so your global position, if there's a ball, then your global position is going to be where's the speed? Okay, speed times delta times absolute value. This one is something that I learned, or about a ball distance. Oh no, wait. Oh yeah, this is the trick that he used. I remember. Divided by ball. What is that? Oh no, okay, it's this one. So the ball distance divided by the absolute value of itself. This way it always gives you a positive value. It's something, it's very, very cool that I need to note it down. Divide a value by its absolute value, and you always get a positive. That is very, 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 very cool. So okay, so global position dot y equals speed delta ball distance absolute ball distance. So I think that already in itself is going to yeah, okay. To put it there first. There's a ball, otherwise no. Okay. Oh. All right. By Full position. Ah, no way. Then I have to do this. Global position.y. That's equals to speed times delta times, well, this essentially. I'm gonna do that. Then we still clamp it. So global position.y equals clamp global position.y. And what is the thing that I put there? P height and then the viewport size. P height and then the game manager dot viewport size dot y. See if that one is working. Uh-huh. No, it's not moving. But let me see.
So if the distance variable starts off positive, then I take a positive divided by gives me 0, 0. Is greater than 0, then we want to run this code down here. And if I run this now, the paddle doesn't begin moving until the ball is created. As soon as it is, the paddle moves towards it. So this kind of works created down here.
Oops. If abs ball dist 0, you do that, right? Is that what it's trying to do? Then limit paddle movement to screen size. But it's not moving, is it? Yeah, it's not moving. Okay. How come? Let's see. It disappears completely. Why does it disappear? Where does it go? Full distance equals speed times delta times move by. Oh, minus equals move by. Okay, I see, all right. Minus equals, not equals. Ah, damn it. No, I still don't get it. What's going on?
And if it is, the paddle doesn't begin.
Is it maybe because it has to be the position instead of the global position? Just like in the video? No, still no. Alright. It disappears. That's not encouraging at all. What equals speed delta? Let's try and do the same thing that he did. So move by equals that. Is exactly what he did. So give it a speed. Move by. Let's do it this way for now. See. But I don't think it's gonna make him. It doesn't even broke the game. Wait a minute. What? What's going on? How did it break the game? This thing. Bar move by. Let's bar move by. Float. Hey. Huh? What? Why is it now using enter? What the? Random. Okay. Did I undo something by mistake? Maybe. But see, it still gives me the same problem. So it goes there. Speed times delta. It gets the parent, but that doesn't matter. But gets the position, gets the distance. Is my position at y minus all position and maybe this. Let's try and use the local position. It doesn't matter. It doesn't. I need to see where it goes. So print position dot y. I need to see where the paddle goes. None. Okay. So it means that it goes somewhere. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna do print. There's various types of print. Print rich, no. Print verbose, no. Print one or more arguments to strings in the best way possible to standard error line, no. Print raw. Prints, okay. Prints one or more with a space between. Okay, that's prints. What I need. Paddle. Prints. Move by position.y. Move by ball dist position.y. Let's do it this way first. And 0 none. Okay. Ball distance is excuse me, what? Wait, I never assigned the ball. Do I? I never assigned the ball. Oh no, I do. Here, I'm ready. Ball connect, ball get tree. Oh. Okay. Alright. Ball spawn.emit. Really? Did I just assume that I was that the ball existed? No wonder it's not working. Let's see. Ball, character body. So it does exist. So the ball exists. Oh wait, I might have done something very stupid there.
Is 0. I'm going to add a temporary line of code here. So every time it moves towards the ball, it's greater than the maximum. Anymore. It's just the remaining.
Okay. It's not the 0. Okay. Okay. Sorry. That was my mistake. Speed times delta. Okay. Okay. I'm yeah, okay. So okay, let me just put these side by side and see exactly what's going on. Oh, no, wrong. Do it this way. So
distance that I need to move by to reach the ball.
Never mind.
If I run it now, the result is slightly different. You can see the paddle moves much more smoothly towards the ball position.
Okay, give me a moment. So ball distance position minus ball position. Okay, so what happens now? I do that. Okay, now we're talking. Okay. So that was the main problem with global position. All the global position.y, delta ball distance, global position of y minus equals move by. Okay, but okay, so we now have the ball. We have the move by. We have the ball distance. Yeah, but it's moving, but it's moving so slow that you don't even notice. So, speed. Okay, I need to do export bar CPU speed float equals say like 500. I know that 500 usually delta likes it, so it's CPU speed times delta. It was moving, but just very slowly. Ah, there we go. There we go. Okay, now we're talking. Now we're finally talking. So 1000. Just double that. A lot of jittery, but all right. Also wait, because I've got this one here supposed to be on the other screen. Okay. All right, so we close that. And that. And then the chat. Okay. So with that said, we've got the process pedal type ball distance it moves.
And then it stops. It doesn't cycle to move by. All it knows is the distance that it has to move by. So the position variable is always being reduced. How much
speed did this
subtract the ball position from it.
I remember.
And that's because this new ball, which direction it's facing in, the length, use this rand_i range function to give me a random integer inside of a range, which is from this
that's done, the ball.
As this comment up here explains, is the elapsed time action is pressed, which is a child node into both of these variables is loaded.
Paddle speed.
These will be
put it as paddle speed.
And then I'm going to set the anchor correctly. The screen is going to be positioned from down of my.
The hell is this paddle speed? Where did he set it?
Win height variable, which will track the height of the game window.
Okay.
Using this created inside of this main script.
500.
But that is a different script. That is a script that's inside of the score. We call,
but as usual, like
from the paddle. No, which you can see here. The paddle is jittery. It's quickly moving up and down. And the reason for that is because it has a fixed speed. So
okay, so I remember this now. I think now if ball distance, okay, move by. But then once we do that, ball distance. Oh wait, if not ball, return. And then we do this basically. Okay, otherwise, if there is a ball, these are all the early. Oh, or I can do that. Or not ball. Then we return. Ball distance is ball position y, but then if abs ball distance, so the positive value of the ball distance is bigger than u speed times delta, then we move. Else move by equals ball dot global position dot y, maybe. I don't know. Wait. We're working it out. There we go. Oh, why debug? Yeah, global position. Sorry. Oh my god, what's going on? Okay, wait.
Every time it moves towards the ball, it overshoots, an cycle of constantly going back and forth because it misses its target. This move by section needs to be adapted a little bit. I'm going to swap out this first line, and now I'm going to be saying that instead of just checking if this absolute distance is greater than 0, I check whether it's greater than the maximum speed that I'm able to actually move at. Okay. If it is, then this is okay. We'll move just as normal. But if it isn't, then I have an else statement here, and my move by is just the distance itself. So it's
okay,
now going
the distance, not the ball's position. Okay. It's the ball distance. The CPU speed, ball distance. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. By absolute value, CPU speed delta. Yeah, delta. Okay, move by the position, and then we just by.
Be the maximum speed anymore. It's just the remaining distance that I need to move by to reach the ball. If I run it now, the result is slightly different. You can see the paddle moves much more smoothly towards the ball position, and then it stops.
Does it though? Because my Godot doesn't seem to be the same as yours, my friend. Yeah, there you go. It does. Oh wait, no. But
it doesn't keep
do that. Oh, it does. It actually does move. Huh. A little slow, but whoop. Okay. We kind of wanted to move a lot faster. Okay, 500. Do 1000, but let's do it by, and let's give it like an acceleration. So export our CPU acceleration float is 100. Okay, so then what we can do is CPU speed times CPU acceleration times delta accelerate. Oh, yeah, no, that's a little bit too fast. No, okay. CPU speed. Let's just, you know what? Let's just do this. Let's just rank the speed like by a lot. Let's do like a 5,000, something like that. It's gonna be ridiculous, but okay, yeah. Oh, damn it. Yo, now it's too good. We can still defeat it, but it's very good. Okay, there you go. It's super good. It's super good. So we're gonna do half of that, 2,000. Sorry, 2,500. 2,500. Okay. Seems no. Okay. Okay. But okay, when the game starts, that's something that I need to do. So game started, game over. Now, okay, we'll deal with that later. Okay. Now though, I have to limit the paddle movement to screen size. So I need the global position of Y, then P height, manager the viewport size dot Y. So height again, manager.
Keep jittering up and down. And that's us now done with the CPU script as well. So I can
position of Y, P height divided by 2, win height minus P height divided by 2. Yeah, that's kind of the same thing, isn't it? So why doesn't it move? Clamp position of Y, P height. I don't know. Let's do 0, and then let's do that. Let's see if that one. I see. Right. Okay. you know what? It's getting late. Let's just do this. Unfortunately, I don't think we'll play Terraria. I got carried away by polishing Pong. I didn't think it would take this long. But yeah, damn it. Doesn't move when climb. I don't. I mean, it's supposed to work. It's supposed to be this. It's supposed to clamp it, and it's supposed to still move. It's supposed to clamp and it's supposed to still move because it works with my other paddle. When I start this, it doesn't move anymore. But when I don't, when I remove this, it starts moving again. Does it reapply the current global position instead of following the... So is it this? Global position of y minus move by. I don't know. Let's see. But okay. See? Yeah. Now it's clamped. I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. So what if I do this? Okay. Okay, so the movement is handled by the clamp function. Okay, I can accept that. Okay, right. So I think this is it when it comes to the kind of changes that we can make to the logic and ball and whatnot. There's one thing that I liked, which is based on where the ball touches the paddle, then it bounces off in a different direction. But like that feels like something
from the paddle center, and then we divide it by the height of the paddle. This gives us a ratio.
Something like that.
The greater this distance,
but like that feels like something that I wouldn't be able to get to on my own, and I don't want to. The purpose of this is not following tutorials, so I think I'm happy with this version of Pong. Honestly, I'm happy with this version of Pong for myself. I think I've done quite a bit that actually feels pretty good. So Pong is playable, and ooh, that goes very fast, but yeah. So okay, and what I also want to do is I only want to do this code if ball.global position.x is bigger than game manager dot viewport size dot x divided by 2, which means this code only runs, like the paddle only starts to run if the ball gets to over half the screen. See? Yep, look at that. Kind of works. Not really. I mean, I feel like I wanted to move maybe when it's yeah, exactly. Something like that. Something like that gives it still the time to catch up when there we go. Okay, perfect. Then that moves. The kinda. I mean, yeah. And I also don't like when it comes to the divider, I don't really like how it spawns the ball on a 45-degree angle. I think the angle should be rand f range between say 180 what's the angle there, like angles. Let's see. So an angle is that's 90, 180. That's between 180 and 0. Like it's between 0 and 180, I think. Let's see. 0, 180 minus, oops, minus that. So let's see. Okay, now it feels a little bit more. Yeah, now it feels a little bit more random. Like you've got different angles, shoots in different angles, then different positions of the divider depending on where you are. So sometimes it could be even like, yeah, even be going straight. But 0 is a little bit too much. So let's do like a 45-degree angle and a 100-degree angle. Okay, let's see. Yeah. 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 Oh, sometimes it goes up over here too. Great. Amazing. Now it goes up on my way as well. Perfect. So great. So we've got PONG. And then I want to do a little bit of functionality. Let's see. So var single player bool equals false. No, actually equals true. And then okay, I've got the idea. So press enter, press space, new line. S2 for 2-player mode. See? Press space to start, press 2 for 2-player mode. Okay. Okay, but I want more than, I want like a couple of lines. Otherwise it's a little bit. Okay. Main. Press space to start, press 2 for 2-player mode. Okay. Great. I like the idea of implementing a 2-player mode. So if then on the UI manager we do that. If not game manager dot game over. Oh wait, nah, you know what? It's fine. I think I know how to implement something like this, so I'll just not do it. It's cute, but you know what? Okay. I'll. Oh no. Well, now I lost it, so I'm gonna do it again. That's fine. Ooh. Do that. Okay, so next up is, so we've adjusted the CPU. The ball has been changed. We've refined the ball's physics, I think. Text and screen, start game and reset we have. VFX, we have something. We have something. I think in the ball we have, no, in the paddle we have the GPU particles 2D. But actually, I think I want to do it for the ball, not the paddle. So when the ball collides, we emit something. CPU particles 2D. Okay, so let's see. No. So we want to do like a good 25 particles. And we want explosiveness to be max. Okay. Oh wait, there was a radius, wasn't it? Emission shape, sphere. Okay. Ah yeah, lifetime. We need the. Where is it? The initial velocity? No, the angular velocity, the linear acceleration, the radial acceleration. Where the hell is it? Texture? No, we don't need lifetime one shot. Lifetime is like, yeah, something like that. Around 1. Process, no. One shot, yes. Speed scale. Explosiveness, yes. Do want some explosiveness. The thing is, drawing local chords, no. Emission shape, sphere, sphere radius. Ah, there we go. Okay. Gravity. Oh, there you go. Here. Actually, yeah, gravity. Then initial velocity is. Ah, yeah, okay. Something like that, but something like that. But like, it needs to come from the point. Okay. Yeah, but why is it doing it at an angle? I know the GPU particles a lot more. Okay. Angle. I don't need an angle. Velocity, gravity, direction. Oh, wait. Be this. Some randomness. I really don't get why it's doing it like that. Drawing local chords, maybe. Speed scale. Yeah, it has to be like that. Shape, sphere, radius can. No, but the thing is, it doesn't emit from like that central point. Ring? That doesn't do it. Sphere surface. No, it needs to emit from a point. Flags, direction. Ah! Shit. Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, even then. Okay. What do I have to do to have it perfectly centered? What is this? I'm going to change it into a GPU particles. Name, texture. material. Oh, there we go. Process material. Ah, yes. Okay. Now we're talking. So, damping spawn position. Shape scale. Okay, measure shape point angle. No, velocity. Medium velocity, angular velocity, directional velocity. There you go. The velocity. Okay. Yeah, but the direction needs to be absolutely centered. Still shoots towards the right for some reason. Yeah, wait. Orbit, direction, angle. Okay. Oops. 0. Orbit. Gravity. Is it because of gravity? Could it be gravity that's messing it up? See how it would do it though. Linear, radial, potential, damping, tractor, play, scale, scalar velocity. Whatever. What? I'm happy with this. Like a good 50 particles, maybe. Something like that. Lifetime can be about 0.4 seconds. No, actually, let's do like a good, yeah, 1 second. 1 second is fine. Okay, then we do the point. The point is done. Direction. I still don't understand why it goes all the way to the left or right and doesn't want it to go down. Like, okay. Okay, well. Unless, you know what? Finally. There's something wrong with the direction for sure. Velocity max. More spread. Yeah, more spread. Okay, something like that. Great. So, this is one shot. So what is going to happen is over here in the ball, we grab it and ready. Then if there's a collision, then regardless of what happens, we do CPU particles to d dot emitting equals or maybe start. Is it restart? Would be restart. I don't remember. Let me see. CPU particles 2D. What methods has it got? Emitting, scale, spread, methods. Restart. Restarts the particle limit. Keep seed is true. The render term will be seed used for seeking complete playback. I think it is restart or emitting is true. I think it's either or. So let's try restart, which means now we should have some particles effect from particle effects. Look at that. We got it. Nice. I don't mind it. I think it's pretty cool. Maybe too many. But I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Let's do half of that, 25, and the lifetime needs to be, well, maybe less explosiveness, more randomness. And then we go into, see? Oh, no. Main, please. See? It's got a trail. Look at that. Yeah, no, not the trail. Not the trail. Not the trail. I think I need full explosiveness. Otherwise, it just starts having a trail. Okay. Nice. Okay. But there's something here. No, I want to do 50. That's the multiplier every time it collides with a paddle. Okay. As it gets very too big. Okay. Right. Okay, having done that, we've got some particles. CPU particles, the amount, okay. I think size, like in terms of scale, I'd like to change the scale a little bit. Let me see. They're very small. But I don't know where the scale, oh, scale, there we go. So if we go in here, make it emit forever. Check the scale. Okay, yeah. Something chunky, you know. Again. Oh wow, no, that's too chunky. Let's do like 2. And then 1. Maybe 4? Yeah, 4 seems fine. 4 and then 6. We'll do a curve, and here's what we can do. We can do like start big, and then we get smaller over time. Okay, that's not bad. Let's see. Could be pretty cool. Oof, oof. Okay, great. So the ball, then we get here, emitting no, one shot yes. And we go. I don't know how it did that angle, but all right. Okay, great, amazing. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, it's 6. Okay, we are almost done. Almost done. Last thing we need to do is, I believe, sound. So we've got a bunch of sounds from Kenny. Let's just put a couple in, and then we will call it a day. We'll say this is done. So let me see. I've got some sounds from Kenny somewhere. It's in game dev resources. Kenny all in one. Audio. It's something. Oh, there's a music loop. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at these music loops. Also, my vacuum started cleaning. Didn't want that. Okay, so where are we? No, that's not what I wanted to show. What the? Okay, that's loops. Here we go. So alpha dance. Oh no, don't tell me. There isn't a preview here on Windows. God damn. Okay, gonna have to do that. Let's see. No, I'd like something a little bit more retro. Wacky waiting was that? Nah, I'm not gonna bother with the music. Let's put it that way. Retro sounds, audio. There's a lot of sounds. Oof. Laser. Okay, these might work. Lizard. Okay, create new folder. Folder audio. And it's in there. We get 5 lasers. Put them in there. And we listen to them. Let's see. No, that's not happening. No. No. No, these are very much lasers. Oh, actually, maybe these might work. Jump ones. Jump files. Jump audio files. Okay. 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 This is good for like scoring. So we will get that. Score player. Then yeah, but I need to make it much faster, like double. 140 BPM. No, wait. No, I don't think I can. No, I don't think I can speed it up. Well, wait. I could do it this way though. Okay. That's 0.20. No. Okay, it's 0.15. Okay, it's 0.15. Okay. So we'll do ball bounce. And then there's more. This is audio. Come on. Okay. Coin engine. Yeah, wow. I need like a quick. Is there not? Isn't there a way to preview sounds? Preview sounds windows. Single click. Look at something. Someone's using hold up key. Run an action. Nah. Preview audio files in a directory. That would be good. Enable a preview pane, and that doesn't do anything. Power toys. Nah. Audio. Not able to preview audio files. Okay, well I'll find out a way. But okay. Well, in that case, we're gonna do. Let me check these game over sounds. Then we'll basically be done. Very dramatic. Okay, I'm happy with this. Game over. And I will remove this, these. And then I need like a victory one. There was like one of these that was pretty good. No. No. No, that's the scoring. Let's see. Maybe one of these. Okay. Okay, number 4 is fine. Wanna spend too much time on that. CPU score. Full bounce, CPU score, game over. Per player. Okay, let's start bringing these in first. So the ball going to have in SFX, so audio stream player normal, not 2D. And the stream is gonna have to be the ball bounce. Yeah. Then we get the audio stream player ready. And then once we have that, pitch scale we kind of want to change as we go. So if there's a collision, we particles plus sound. And we do audio stream player dot play at, I think it was 0.15. 0.15. But first, audio stream player dot pitch scale equals rand f between 0.8 and 1.2. We do a little bit of randomized pitch there. Rand f range 0.8 and 1.2. But we also have to check if audio stream player is not playing. And we do that. No, wait. If audio stream player is playing, that no, not playing, and we do that. Okay. CPU particles 2D restart. If CPU particles 2D dot emitting equals false, do this. Do the check. Equals false. Okay, that should already do something. See? Nice. Okay, I like it. The volume though needs to be a lot lower. It's kind of too high. To around minus 2. Like that. Nope. No. The paddle isn't working well. Maybe like this is gonna work a little better. Okay. Okay. Then in main, we want every time we score, or the game manager actually. No, what is it? Is it the ball that says when we score? Yeah. Okay, well in that case, you know what? In terms of loading sounds, this is pretty much nothing. No, but the ball then gets destroyed after we score. So we need to do it in the game manager. Game manager. Player. Okay, if it's a player, we play that sound. Otherwise, no. Okay. The CPU score player. Okay. Do that. Reload. And we put it in the constant set. Fine. Okay. CPU score SFX, and score player SFX. It should be player score SFX. Okay. Then in game manager, we get a shouldn't go in the UI manager, but let's put an audio stream player here too. SFX player, and in the UI manager we put it there, player. Then inside main, no, inside the game manager, we grab the UI manager dot SFX player stream equals game constants dot player score SFX UI manager dot SFX player dot stream dot stop, and we start it, and we start it again. At nothing essentially, so that's okay. Then we do the same but with the CPU, and in this case we do the CPU score SFX. There we go. Now that means if we play, we should have. Oh, that didn't work. Why? What was the problem? This is function start in base. Oh, play. I'm an idiot. Okay. 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 Yeah, look at that. That's nice. moment because that's not something that's supposed to happen. Pitch scale. And also the pitch scale can be a lot more varied, like 0.5 and 1.5. You can do it that way. One angle, 45 and 100. To, I mean, I don't know. This one angle is supposed to be between 0 and 75, maybe. Do 0 and 75 again. 1. The angles don't quite work. Let's do 35 and 75. 35, 75. Maybe that one will do. Okay, much better. You still get like the random up angles, but now that sound absolutely sucks. 0.8 and 1.5 should be fine. Oh, wow, that was... Okay. Oh, damn it. Ah. How did that happen? Spawn angle. To right dot rotated. Oh no. Absolutely not. Vector 2 dot right. Vector 2, let's do 0 and 0 and then spawn angle Y. Okay. Oh no, never mind. Right dot rotated. The result of changing this vector by angle in radians. Okay, whatever. Range has to be. You know what? Let me put like 275 and see what happens. 275. And the problem is that it also goes maybe from here. I don't know. Doesn't look like it observes any rule at all. Okay, it's a little better now, but it can still spawn like up for absolutely no reason. Okay, well, anyway, we've got the sounds, we've got that. The game over. I need something like victory. That's fine. Victory. Victory. Then if we are in game over, then game over.emit. We have to, and we are controlling that in the UI manager now. So go here, U1, and what we do is sfx player.stream equals, in the constants we can put these two as well. So game over and score victory over there. Okay, there stream equals game constants dot victory. sfx player.stop, sfx player.play. Otherwise, we do same thing, but we do game over. Stop, play, okay. Now in the constants, we just put a 1 just to test everything, and we are done. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Done. We've got Pong. Whew. That was a lot of fun, but honestly, quite a lot of stress too. Good stuff though, good stuff. So let's go back to the 20 games challenge and see how we did. So 20 games challenge. 20 games challenge, here we go. The challenge, Pong. So create an arena with 2 walls and a divider, done. Add a paddle on either end of the play field. Use player inputs to move the paddles up and down. Add a ball that moves around the playfield and bounces off the paddles and walls. Okay. Detect when the ball leaves the playfield. Assign a point to the player who scored. Track and display the score for each player. Okay, we fit all the goals. Stretch goals. Write an AI script that can follow the ball so you can play with only one player. Hint, following the ball with a paddle is easy, but it makes the opponent impossible to beat. You might want to make the AI less than perfect somehow, which is what we did. Add a menu and allow the player to reset the game. Add some basic sounds. Play a sound every time the ball collides with something and every time a player scores. Done. That is done. We have done the goals and the stretch goals with Pong. So I would say this is a mission complete. We've done a little bit of VFX as well. That is complete. Also, this doesn't apply. This is from another thing. So, done. We've got Pong. It's done. It's complete. It's made. So next time, which is probably going to be Wednesday, because I don't think I want to do this again on Monday, we're going to try either Breakout or Jetpack Joyride. I think Jetpack Joyride would be really, really interesting. A little bit more complex than Breakout, so I don't know if it's worth doing it. The game features a kind of machine gun. When holding the input, the player will rise and destroy everything below. When the input is released, the character will fall. The character can run on the ground if they reach the bottom of the screen. Game featured many power-ups and special game modes. The difficulty rating for the main game mechanics, simple obstacles. If you want to add more to the game, it will be more difficult and take longer to complete. Create a game world with a floor. The world would scroll from right to left endlessly. That's not too difficult. Add a player character that falls, especially if we use like the parallax layers. Add a player character that falls when no input is held, but rises when the input is held. That should be easy enough to do. Add obstacles that move from right to left. Feel free to make more than one type of obstacle. Obstacles can be placed in the world using a script, so the level can be truly endless. Obstacles should either be deleted or recycled when they leave the screen. Okay. The score increases with distance. The goal is to beat your previous score, so the high score should be displayed alongside the current score. Stretch goals save the high score between play sessions, and the jetpack is a machine gun. Add bullet objects that spew from your character when the input is held. Particle effects are a fun way to add game juice. Mess around with some here, making explosions or sparks when things get destroyed. I think Jetpack Joyride would be a fun one to do. Breakout is kind of like Pong, but with more bricks. Well, with bricks to destroy. And honestly, I've never tried to do a Jetpack Joyride. I've tried to do a Breakout before, but I never tried to do a Jetpack Joyride. I think I would have a lot of fun trying the Jetpack Joyride. I was thinking I will do a Breakout just because I can put power-ups and whatnot, but honestly, I think I know how to implement Breakout with power-ups. I mean, kinda. The ball logic in Pong kinda taught me how to handle ball collisions and movement and whatnot. So I think next game is actually going to be Jetpack Joyride. Against all odds. But the third game is definitely going to be Frogger. I do like Space Invaders. River Raid, never heard of. I'll have to look into it. But I've always wanted to try to do a Frogger game. So game 3 is going to be Frogger. And then from there we'll see. They'll probably do an Asteroids. Because the other two I don't quite know. This is going to be pretty cool. Okay. Well, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure, as usual, to keep you company. Thank you so much. Oh, it got dark in the meantime. Thank you so much for sticking around. It was lovely to finish Pong together and to do Pong together. There's cars in the street. And you can see them. There you go. So it was an absolute pleasure to develop Pong together. Let's keep going with this beautiful challenge. On Wednesday next week, we're gonna do Jetpack Joyride. I'm gonna try and find the assets first, so that we can get started pretty quickly. Because otherwise, hunting down the assets is gonna be a pain in the ass. But other than that, hope you have the most beautiful weekend, and I will speak to you guys next week. Thank you so much, and bye-bye. Is that right? Yeah, bye.